All right, welcome everyone. Good evening. I call the City Council Committee of the Whole meeting for October 6, 2021 to order. So we'll take a moment of silence for whatever your thoughts need to be right now. Thank you, everyone. All right, Alderman Connor, if you'd be kind enough to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Alderman Condon. Brian, if you'd be kind enough to call the roll for tonight.
Dunn.
Here.
Dorman.
Here.
McGinnis.
here.
Lee. Here. Grip.
Here.
Condon.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Dickman.
Here.
Jobson.
Here.
And Ambrose. 10 present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Brian. So good evening again, everyone. As we begin the meeting of the City Council Committee of the Whole, I'd like to welcome everybody in attendance here and anybody who's on any particular electronic device. We respectfully welcome your comments and opinions, but please try and keep in mind that as you talk to the council, you remember that you're sharing your thoughts with Davenporters and anybody throughout the region. We are certainly happy you're participating in your city government and ask that your participation please reflect the common desire we all share to make Davenport a great place for everyone. Especially for the folks in here, just a reminder, if you get your cell phone, please turn on silent or off, just simply so it doesn't get in the way of anybody talking. If you want to address the council on any specific item, you're encouraged to do so at that particular committee. Come to the podium, the microphone's above you, and then please address us as a whole again. Will we be respectful of you? Please be respectful of us. Thank you very much. All right. Acting or Assistant City Administrator, Ms. Gleason, any update?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Very good. Everyone, we have one public hearing in Public Works. So Alderman Dunn and Alderman Dorman will take care of that. Alderman Dunn, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. I open the public hearing on the plan specification form of contract and estimated cost for the intersection improvements at Northwest Boulevard and 76th Street and Northwest Boulevard and 83rd Street project. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this public hearing? Seeing none, I move to close the public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. This public hearing is closed, and back to you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Alderman Dunn, Alderman Dorman. The next item is petition and communications from any council and myself. Anyone have anything? I see Alderman Jobson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just briefly, next Tuesday, October 12th, 6:30 p.m. at Duck Creek Park Lodge will be the next 6th Ward meeting. We will have Fire Marshal Jim Morris there to give a brief presentation, have a little discussion at that time as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman Jobson. Alderwoman Lee.
Thank you very much. Also for me, the 8th Ward meeting will be tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the Eastern Library. And Sergeant Harris from the Davenport Police Department will talk about the community impact teams, how they're operating in Davenport, and answer any questions. So I look forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderwoman Lee. Alderman Grip.
Thank you, Your Honor. Want to draw attention to the busy weekend on our riverfront coming up this weekend. So Friday in the evening, we have the final movie in the park. The movie will start at dusk, but you can show up a little bit earlier and eat dinner there, enjoy the riverfront. There's concessions and just an overall good time. The movie is Monsters, and if you dress up in any costume, you get free ice cream. So please join us for that on Friday. And then Saturday, busy day at the Freight House. Around lunchtime, I think it starts at 11, there is a Mac Down. So it's a competition with like the best macaroni and cheese in the Quad Cities there. So you come and be the judge of who has the best. And then that evening is the Mercado on the River, which is the last Mercado event in Quinlan Court as we head into the colder months. But it's supposed to be pretty nice weather-wise on Saturday. And Quinlan Court, with the lights, it's going to be a really good scene. So 3 great events this weekend, all happening on the riverfront. Hope to see you there.
Thank you, Alderman Grip. Alderwoman Dickman.
Thank you, Your Honor. My ward meeting will not be till the 19th, but it is 6 o'clock at Fairmount Library. The topic, again, will be city finances, especially capital versus ongoing spending, and how we can spend the money we have to make the best city we've got. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Alderwoman Dickman. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, we'll have some recognition next week for our leaders who are not with us today, but they've done some great work, so we'll acknowledge that. And I just want to thank everybody for participating and doing all the wonderful things downtown. It's kind of cool, monsters and ice cream, so thanks for that. Anyone else? All right, moving on to our 4 discussion items. The first one's community development, and Alderman Grip and Alderwoman Lee will lead that. Alderman Grip, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have 4 items on community development this evening. Item number 1 is a resolution setting a public hearing on the proposed conveyance of city-owned property located at 503 West 15th Street to Brandy B. Petitioner. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to comment on this item? Anyone from the council? Seeing no one, this item will move on. Item number 2 is a resolution setting a public hearing on the proposed conveyance of a portion of 601 East Blackhawk Trail to Ethod Properties, LLC petitioner. Is there anyone from the public here to comment on this item? Anyone from the council? This item will move on. Item number 3 is a resolution approving case F20-03 being the request of Excel Consultants, Inc. for a final plat named replat of Lot 2 Windy Ridge, a 2-lot subdivision on 11.76 acres, more or less, of property located at 1531 Wisconsin Avenue. Is there anyone from the public here to comment on these items? Anyone from the council? This item will move on. Item number 4 is a resolution approving case F21-10 being the request of Catherine Cartee for a final plat of Cartee's 5th Edition, a 2-lot subdivision on 2 acres located at 4837 West Locust Street. Anyone from the public here to comment on this item? Anyone from the council? This item will move on. Alderwoman Lee, will you please set our agenda?
Happily. I move that all 4 items be placed on the consent agenda.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That concludes community development this evening.
Thank you, Alderman Grip and Alderwoman Lee. The next area is public safety. Alderman Jobson and Alderwoman Dickman will discuss those areas. Alderman Jobson, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First item under public safety agenda, second consideration ordinance amending Schedule 5 of Chapter 10.96 entitled 4-Way Stop Intersections by adding Eastern Avenue at Elm Street. Is there anyone from the public wishing to comment on this item? Anyone from council? Seeing none, that item will move on. Item number 2, second consideration ordinance amending Schedule 7 of Chapter 10.96 entitled No Parking by adding Ripley Street along the east side from 2nd Street north to the alley. Is there anyone from public wishing to comment on this item? Anyone from council? Seeing none, that item will move on. Item number 3, second consideration ordinance amending Schedule 7 of Chapter 10.96 entitled No Parking by adding Main Street along the west side from Palmer Drive south 580 feet. Anyone from public wishing to comment on this item? Council? Seeing none, this item will move on. Item number 4, resolution approving street, lane, or public ground closures on the listed dates and times to hold outdoor events. I'll read all components and then ask for comment. First is Susan Ramsett, North Main Street Good Neighbor Project Block Party, 2100 block of North Main Street, Thursday, October 7th, 2021, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Closure, North Main Street from High Street to Lombard Street. Please note this is to be voted on later on the agenda. Excuse me. Next, Riverfront Improvement Commission, Rolling on the River Car Show, LeClaire Park, 11 p.m. Friday, October 15th, 2021 to 4 p.m. Saturday, October 16th, 2021. Closures, Ripley and Harrison Street south of River Drive. Next, St. Paul Lutheran Church, Trunk or Treat, 2136 Brady Street, Sunday, October 24th, 2021, 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Closure, High Street from Brady Street to Main Street. Next, project renewal, neighborhood Halloween block party, West 6th Street, Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Closure, West 6th Street from Warren Street to Myrtle Street. Next, St. Paul Lutheran Church, youth gathering, 2136 Brady Street, Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Closure, Lombard Street between Brady Street and Main Street. Next, St. Paul the Apostle Catholic Church / School, trunk or treat, 1007 East Rushholme Street, Friday, October 29th, 2021, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Closure, East Rushholme Street between Cary Avenue and Arlington Avenue. Next, Tom Simmons Veteran Day Parade, downtown, Thursday, November 11th, 2021, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Closures, Western Avenue from 5th Street to 2nd Street, 2nd Street from Western Avenue to Main Street, Main Street from 2nd Street to 4th Street, 4th Street from Main Street to the finish at the Scott County Courthouse. And next, Scott County Family Y 35th Annual Turkey Trot, 630 East 4th Street, Thursday, November 25th, 2021, 5 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Closures, 4th Street from River Drive to Main Street, Main Street from 4th Street to Lombard Street, Lombard Street from Harrison Street to Brady Street, westernmost lane on Brady Street from Lombard Street to Central Park Avenue, southernmost lane on Central Park Avenue between Brady Street and Harrison Street, easternmost lane on Harrison Street between Central Park Avenue and Lombard Street. Is there anyone from public wishing to comment on any of these items? Anyone from council? Seeing none, that item will move on. Item number 5, motion approving noise variance request for events on the listed dates and times. Again, I will read all components before asking for comment. First, Susan Ramsett, North Main Street Good Neighbor Project Block Party, 2100 block North Main Street, Thursday, October 7th, 2021, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Outdoor music band over 50 dBA. Please note this to be voted on later on the agenda. Next, Riverfront Improvement Commission, Rolling on the River Car Show, LeClaire Park, Saturday, October 16th, 2021, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., outdoor music band over 50 dBA. And last, Tom Simmons Veterans Day Parade, downtown. See attached parade route. Thursday, November 11th, 2021, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., outdoor music bands over 50 dBA. Is there anyone from public wishing to comment on these items? Anyone from council? Seeing none, that item will move on. And last, item number 6, motion approving beer and liquor license. I'll read the new license, new owner, temporary permit, temporary outdoor area location transfer, and then the rest of the items are listed for your review. That'll be Speedway 4221, 8320 Hilldale Road, license type Class C beer. Is there anyone from public wishing to comment on these items? Anyone from council? Seeing none, that item move on. I would ask Alderwoman Dickman to please set the agenda.
Mr. Chair, there's a number 7.
Well, there is. Excuse me. It was hidden there. Last item, number 7, motion approving the petition for a street light in front of 4405 Canterbury Lane. Is there anyone from public wishing to comment on this item? Anyone from council? Oh, is there, can I entertain a second for that motion?
Second.
All in
We
favor?
don't, it gets voted on next week.
Okay. Disregard that last 30 seconds. All right.
I'll go ahead and move that all items be placed on consent with the exception of the items that are going to be voted on later in this agenda.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign? Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Jobson and Alderwoman Dickman. The next area is Public Works. Alderman Dunn and Alderman Dorman will discuss. Alderman Dunn, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have 6 items this evening for Public Works. Item number 1 is a resolution approving the plan specification, form of contract, and estimated cost for the intersection improvements at Northwest Boulevard and 76th Street and Northwest Boulevard and 83rd Street projects. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Seeing none, this item will move on. Item number 2 is a resolution accepting work completed under the Public Works Lobby Renovation Project by Precision Builders Incorporated, Bettendorf, Iowa, in the amount of $269,109.54. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Seeing none, this item will move on. Item number 3 is a resolution awarding the contract for the Veterans Memorial Park Phase 2 Overlook Package 1 site work project to Langman Construction of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $99,789.75. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Alderwoman Lee.
Thank you. Director Gleason, could you please talk a little bit about the question on the bids?
Yes, so yesterday, Alderman Lee, you requested that we follow up with Langman to ensure that their pricing was good due to the difference in the bids, and Brian Schatt did call them today, and they confirmed that the pricing was good, and they're very excited for the project.
Okay.
Thank you.
So they're going to be able to cover it
Yes.
at 80,000 less than,
Yes, they believe the price difference may have been related to the reuse of topsoil that they were planning on versus the other bids.
okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, this item will move on. Item number 4 is a resolution awarding the contract for the Veterans Memorial Park Phase 2 Overlook Project, Package 5, landscaping project to Hawkeye Paving Corporation of Davenport, Iowa, in the amount of $309,488. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Mayor Mattson.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks to staff, thanks to the Friends of Veterans Memorial Park. Thanks, sir. We've been working on this for years, and it's coming to fruition, and it's really going to be cool, and thank you so much. Thank you, Chairman.
Anyone else? Seeing none, this item will move on. Item number 5 is a resolution of support for the submission of a grant application to the Iowa Economic Development Authority Community Attraction and Tourism Programming, seeking assistance for the construction of the Nahant Marsh Education Center and Trail Expansion Project. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Seeing none, this item will move on. And item number 6 is a resolution approving change order number 2 to the 1930s Interceptor Flow Diversion Project with Langman Construction of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $90,812. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Seeing none, this item will move on. And Alderman Dorman, would you set the agenda for us, please?
I move to place all 6 items on the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign, and the agenda is set. And back to you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Alderman Dorman and Alderman Dunn. The next and not last area is finance. Alderman Condon and Alderman Miller will discuss. Alderman Condon, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have 7 items on finance this evening. Item number 1 is a resolution authorizing the finance director to make the appropriate interfund transfers for the city's fiscal year 2021 financial records as required by the Iowa Administrative Code. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Item will move on. Item number 2 is a resolution approving a lease agreement between the City of Davenport and Burlington Trailways of West Burlington, Iowa, for the use of space at the Ground Transportation Center. Anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? That item will move on. Item number 3 is a resolution approving the purchase of 6 pickup trucks and 2 plow kits for various city departments from Stevers Ford of Waukee, Iowa, in the estimated amount of $196,010 using the state of Iowa bid pricing. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? Item number 4 is a resolution approving the purchase of 5 vehicles for the police department from Stevers Ford of Waukee, Iowa, in the amount of $182,260 using the state of Iowa Department of Administrative Services contract MA 20103 CIP 24027. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? And item number 5 is a resolution approving the purchase of 3 new 35-foot low-floor buses from Gillig of Livermore, California, in the amount of $1,355,670, utilizing the state of Iowa bid. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? And I thought it was interesting of note, Ms. Gleason, that you helped us understand that due to supply chain challenges, that's why these all come before us at once. So thanks for being proactive about that. I think everybody's facing that in whatever field they're in. Item number 6 is a motion authorizing the payment to Visit Quad Cities for fiscal year 2022 tourism marketing services in the amount not to exceed $375,000. Is there $375,000, yeah. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? And that item will move on. And number 7 is a motion ratifying change orders number 1 and number 2 with Valley Construction of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $78,800 for the auxiliary site, CIP 23068. Anyone from the public wishing to address this item? Council? And that item will move on. Next on your agenda, we have purchases listed from $10,000 to $50,000. We don't read each of those out loud, but they are listed there for your information. Alderman Miller, would you please set our agenda?
I move that we place all 7 items on the consent agenda.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that concludes finance, Your Honor.
Thank you, Alderman Condon and Alderman Miller. Next item is, are there any other ordinances, resolutions, and motions? And we have one. But we first must suspend the rules. So is there a motion for suspension of the rules? Second. Motion and a second. Brian, please call the roll call for suspension of the rules.
Dickman,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Lee,
No.
Grip,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes?
Ambrose, Dorman,
Yes.
and Jobson.
Yes.
9 yeses and 1 no, Your Honor.
Thank you. The rules are suspended. So now we can go to the resolution, which is approving the following street closure on the listed date and time to hold an outdoor event. Susan Ramsett, North Main Street, Good Neighbor Project Block Party, 2100 block of North Main Street, Thursday, October 7, 2021, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The closure is North Main Street from High Street to Lombard Street. Is there any public with comment? Will an alderman move the resolution?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, Brian, please call the roll for this resolution.
Grip,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Dorman,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
Ambrose, Dunn,
Yes.
and Lee.
Yes.
10 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. That resolution is adopted. And the next item is a motion approving a noise variance request for an event, a same event, but I'll read it. Susan Ramsett, North Main Street, Good Neighbor Project Block Party, 2100 block of North Main Street, Thursday, October 7, 2021, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Outdoor music band over 50 dBA. Is there any public with comment? Very good. Will an alderman move there's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, Brian, please call the roll for this motion.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes?
Miller,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Grip,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
Ambrose, and Dorman.
Yes.
10 yeses, Your Honor.
That motion passes. Very good. The next item, is there any public with business? Hearing and seeing none. Are there any reports of city officials? No. Is there a motion to adjourn? There's a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Very good. Have a great weekend.